Giovanni de la Fuente is a well-known pharmacist of Orange Walk Town. He spends most of his time at this business, but a year ago he and his brother, former mayor of Orange Walk Philip de la Fuente, decided to lead the northern chapter of Territorial Volunteers. They named their group Northern Territorial Volunteers. De la Fuente says the purpose of the trip was clear: to demarcate the Belize side of the border between Belize and Guatemala.
I told the objective at the trip simple and straightforward. We had a plaque with the name Belize on it, and our objective was to install this plaque on the border monument called Gracias a Dios in the Toledo district.
For what purpose?
Well, we have noticed that none of our monuments have had plaques on them with the name Belize, and it is a necessity. So we decided as a group that we would take it up to install these plaques on these monuments.
About a year ago, the group did a similar trip to Aguas Turbias in Orange Walk, the border point between Belize, Guatemala, and Mexico. There, the group installed 2 plaques marking the side of the border that is Belizean territory. This time, the group took a smaller group than the first time. They all departed at 12 a.m. Saturday and traveled for 7 hours to Punta Gorda. They departed PG by boat at 8 a.m. en route to Gracias a Dios via the Sarstún River, the river that serves as international border between Belize and Guatemala.
At the monument, well, we took a couple tools and we made a chiseling on the monument, and we installed this plaque on the monument. At what point we had a small ceremony which involved our national anthem, our national prayer, and blessings from the pastor that we took along, and then we departed. And as we were exiting the Sarstún River, the Guatemalan military approached our vessel and told the captain to turn the motors off, at which point they put a rope on our boat and boarded our vessel and told us that we would be led to Livingston.
And this is where the ordeal started for the 37 men, women, children, 1 boat captain, and 2 crew members. For the next few hours, the group had no idea what was their fate. However, there was a woman in the group who had roaming on her phone and was able to send messages to her relatives in mainland Belize. De la Fuente explained that preparing for this trip took time, and they were hoping for the participation of both Belize and Guatemalan authorities as an act of good faith.
Well, we start with the Guatemalan ambassador. He was invited to be a guest speaker at our ceremony, and he was also offered a plaque with the name Guatemala on it, since this monument does not have a Guatemala plaque on it either. So we offered the nation of Guatemala and the good people of Guatemala this plaque as a gesture of friendship. We offered it through the Guatemalan ambassador in Belize. We sent an email and we sent a registered mail. The ambassador himself signed off on this mail, and they did not respond. We sent correspondence, including a registered mail to the office of the Prime Minister of Belize, informing him of our intentions and inviting him to be a guest speaker at our ceremony. Likewise, even though this letter was delivered late December, up to February 27th, we had not received any response. Likewise, the Ministry of National Security, Honorable John Saldivar, received a registered mail from us in late December, and up to February 27th, despite giving them ample time to respond and even extending our dates, these people did not respond either by email, text, phone call, no response in no way. So we had no option but to go on our own knowing that it is a remote area of Belize, it would have been more sensible for them to have notified us that they cannot be present, they don't want to be present, hence they won't be around. Nevertheless, it is not the first time we have been here, so we embarked on our own.
And despite the lack of cooperation from the Belizean authorities, De La Fuente says the group is not deterred and is planning another trip to the border, this time to Garbutt Falls.
And that involves taking a group of young footballers, the champion Mundialito team from Orange Walk District, and we will be working along with Mr. Bull. And this would involve taking this team, which represents Orange Walk in the Mundialito, to the Melchor town, the town of Melchor. We would be working along with the mayor of Melchor, and we would have a marathon, a one-day marathon in Melchor, whereby we would be guests in that country, and on our way back, we would stop at the Garbutt Falls Monument, which is located at the Benque Viejo Melchor border, and we would install a plaque on that monument, since that monument is also needing a plaque.
Reporting for Love News from Orange Walk, I'm Arturo Cantun.